to get some rain in here. The winds will whip up shortly thereafter, and this will last well into the afternoon, and the winds will stay all night into tomorrow, making it feel really chilly tomorrow during the day. So south winds right now kind of moving this moisture up into the area. We already have some showers in central Pennsylvania. Most of us are in the 30s and 40s right now. 2 o'clock is just about the start of our peak winds here. It really begins right around 1 o'clock, but looking at the numbers for the models here, 50-mile-per-hour winds possible, 40s, high 40s from the city all the way to the shoreline, even in the Hudson. As we go through tonight, the winds stay up and gusty, so we lose a lot of the sharp colors. Look at the actual numbers here. This is Thursday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It's a little 23, 30-mile-per-hour gust, which means we'll take those numbers, which will be in the 40s, and make it feel like it's in the 20s all day tomorrow. Here's the wind advisory around the area, really, but consider all areas can see winds stronger than about 40 miles per hour. Some of the strongest winds could be north and east. Jersey Shore's involved in that. Some scattered sprinkles are pulling up through Pennsylvania. But it's this tough stuff down, and then look at these lines filling in all along this front. So we're really pumping this moisture up from the Gulf. It gets trapped in the front, and then it gets shoved all the way to the coastline later on this afternoon. What does this look like in a big view? So this is the heavier rain. This is going to pull up into central New York State. This will fill in a little bit. Now, around the Washington, D.C. area. Looks fairly light, but look at the embedded areas here that are there as well. Look for the sharp colors just to see if they move into our area, because that's where heavy rain will be. So it could be general up to a half inch, but then some places could get a little more if you get 1 or 2 of these areas of heavy pockets of rain that move over you. There's one by about 10:30 in the morning in central and southern New Jersey. General rain, but again, this wind is now picking up and it's shoving it sideways. So this is an umbrella buster. You know how you walk around the street, I haven't seen it in a while, but you look at the trash cans on the corner and they're full of broken umbrellas in the city? Likely we're going to be doing that this afternoon, this evening. So about 1 o'clock this afternoon, still some embedded areas of rain. The rain will start to pull east by about 3 o'clock, be done with us by about 6 o'clock, all the way up to eastern into Long Island, but the wind stays. So it could be about a half inch of rain. There'll be some lighter totals and heavier totals around the area, depending on how many pockets of heavy rain you get in. As we go through the day today, let's call it about 10, all the way to about 4 in the city. So tree lighting, wind is our problem. The rain is done. It's 57 degrees today. The strong wind, strong rain. Dries out overnight, stays cold and windy. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, feels like 20s, even though it's 44. Here's a look at your 7-day plan. Heather's got your roads and radars.
Yeah, so MTA has done it. They have banned empty tractor trailers and tandem trucks beginning at 12 noon because of the heavy winds that Sam was just talking about. And then we have newscaster 7 up over an accident on the LIE. We'll check in now with Shannon. Good morning, Shannon.
Good morning, Heather. This is a 2-car crash. It's actually on the service road at the westbound side of the LIE. As you get into Williamson Boulevard, so trucks on the scene, but only that one lane is squeezing through, and whether you're on the main line or that service road, you've got bumper delays. Heather, look at this. It's all the way back to the right.
That's never fun. Another non-5 north exit 42 tractor trailer fire, 66 minutes to go 5 miles. Now a story of thanks from a mother and daughter to this week's MTA hero. On September 12th, MTA employee Alice Logan was heading to work on the A train when she saw a young lady sneeze multiple times before her eyes rolled back and she fell on her head. Alice quickly ran over, asked the passenger to tell the conductor to call EMS. She called the victim's mother and even stayed with her until the ambulance arrived. That mother and daughter duo had this message for Alice.
As a mom, getting a call that something had happened to your child is one of the scariest things. I'm beyond grateful to Miss Logan that she was there. She called me several times, first describing what happened, and then following up to give me important details that I gave to the urgent care doctors.
Alice was a hearing officer in labor relations and has been with the MTA for more than 29 years. This touches me so much. My family, many of them work for the MTA, and just to see her and how she gave back to that mother and daughter duo, so sweet. Thank you for that, Heather. Soon you'll be able to flaunt your support for New York City's war on rats with a new T-shirt bearing a now viral phrase.
Rats are absolutely going to hate this announcement. But the rats don't run this city. We do.
She said it, Miss Tish. That was Commissioner Jessica Tish to you during a news conference last month outlining Those words become a viral meme on TikTok, appearing in tens of thousands of videos. And now the city's partnering with clothing line Only NY to put those famous words on a t-shirt. The shirts are going to cost you, though, $48. Yikes. And they are available for pre-order on Only NY's website.
You know, I think a way to get the rats to leave on their own, tax them. Increase their taxes. I guarantee they'll move out of New York like that. Just saying. It is 6:22. President Biden delivering good news on inflation this holiday season.
Plus, Backstreet Boys, they're back. The Billboard chart, that is, had 6:30 a song that landed the fading boy band at the top of the list for the first time in nearly 25 years.
There's a different way to treat HIV. It's every other month injectable Cabenuva. For adults who are undetectable, Cabenuva is the only complete long-acting HIV treatment you can get every other month.
Cabenuva helps keep the undetectable. It's 2 injections given by my healthcare provider every other month.
Just one less thing to think about while traveling.
HIV pills aren't on my mind. A quick change in my plans is no big deal.
Don't receive Cabenuva if you're allergic to its ingredients or if you're taking certain medicines which may interact with Cabenuva. Serious side effects include allergic reactions, post-injection reactions, liver problems, and depression. If you have a rash and other allergic reaction symptoms, stop Cabenuva. Get medical help right away. Tell your doctor if you have liver problems or mental health concerns, and if you are pregnant, breastfeeding, or considering pregnancy. Some of the most common side effects include injection site reactions, fever, and tiredness. If switch to Cabenuva, attend all treatment appointments.
Every other month, and I'm good to go.
Ask your doctor about every other month Cabenuva.
Don't miss the tradition you love. Now with the newly reimagined theme, Dance of the Frostberries, in the Christmas Spectacular starring the Radio City Rockettes, presented by QVC. Get your tickets now at rockettes.com.
When I was little, my mom would take care of me. But since she got cancer from smoking, it's my turn to take care of her.
Call 1-866-NY-QUITS for free nicotine patches and more.
The holidays are for making memories, and you can count on Punch to help you make them. Whether it's in a personal HRV, a sporty Civic, or a stylish Accord, start making memories of your with a new Honda during Happy Holidays. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today. I'll give you something, make you shake it, shake it. You better get yourself ready, I'm about to do my thing.
August Wilson's The Piano Lesson is magnificent. Sublime. Samuel L. Jackson is mesmerizing. John David Washington is spectacular. Danielle Brooks is riveting in a must-see revival of a masterpiece. On Broadway, get tickets now.
6:25 on the money this morning. The Dow starts today up 3 points. Futures are pointing to a higher open.
Hong Kong's Hang Seng Index closed higher. Japan's Nikkei average closed lower. Inflation may not be as much of a Grinch as you might think this holiday season. President Biden says inflation is actually slowing. According to the U.S. Labor Department, consumer prices increased 7.7% in October from last year. That is the smallest gain since January. Prices for gas, clothes, and appliances are also down. However, Biden does say it could take more time for inflation to return to normal levels.
Maybe 6:26 new information after quite the scared luxury hotel in Midtown. What we know about a man now in police custody after he snuck into a hotel room and left behind some kind of white powdery substance.
Plus, a historic first meet the trailblazing deputy chief in Jersey City who just became New Jersey's highest-ranking female firefighter.
Where in the world are we?
We have no idea what's out here.
You get that off your head! Great Wolf is the Thanksgiving movie event. Not to see, to believe. It's that coming.
Can you go be dramatic somewhere else?
Strange World is the big adventure. You can only see it here. It's movie! We got no time to lose! Strange World, rated PG, now playing only theater. Tickets available now.
tonight, only in theaters. Get tickets now.
Critics agree. Wow. Disney's Strange World is an action-packed comedy that's fun for the whole family. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. It's visually stunning, awesome, dangerous, and unpredictable.
Brace yourself!
Disney's Strange World is a triumph.
I've never seen anything like it.
It's the must-see animated film of the holiday season.
Watch out for the walking lander!
Disney's Strange World, rated PG, now playing only in theaters.
Have you ever heard of this show? It's called I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here.
Are you saying you like to do it?
Sam Worthington from the new Avatar. Well, Chip Carson. Watch live.
This morning at 9 on ABC 7.
At the Volkswagen Sign Drive, you can make Nathan's Cosplay so last year. Hurry in during the Sign the Drive event and give yourself a gift of a new Volkswagen.
It got to the point where I was constantly vomiting for hours throughout the day.
Andrew had a life-threatening cyst in his brain. His family turned to New York Presbyterian Hospital for help.
When I offered to Andrew and his parents my best for Presbyterian, his sister would go back.
This type of brain surgery is only performed by a handful of surgeons in the United States.
They saved my life, and I'll forever be grateful for that.
Watch Medical Marvels on ABC7NY.com.
Wow, would you look at that? It's beautiful. You even remember the napkins. What? It's our boy.
Bagels are back at McDonald's. Start your sunrise with a steak, egg, and cheese bagel, bacon, egg, and cheese bagel, sausage, egg, and cheese bagel.
Have heart failure and still experience unresolved symptoms? Heart failure is seemingly unrelated symptoms like carpal tunnel syndrome, shortness of breath, irregular heartbeat, and lower back pain could be something more serious called ATTRCM, a rare underdiagnosed disease that worsens over time, so it's important to recognize the signs. Sound like you? Call your cardiologist and ask about ATTRCM.
At the Volkswagen Sign the Drive event, you can make Nathan's cost worries so last year. Hurry in during the Sign the Drive event and give yourself a gift of a new Volkswagen.
Closed captioning is sponsored by Raymore and Flanagan. In stock and delivered in 3 days or less.
Now, New York's #1 news. Channel 7 eyewitness news this morning.
A shift in strategy for those with mental health issues. A controversial new plan in New York City. The new training unveiled by Mayor Adams for the city's first responders and social workers.
We'll be rocking around the Christmas tree. The Rockefeller Center tree lighting is tonight. The traffic jams you will want to avoid with a new plan to close more streets to cars.
And it might not be a soggy tree lighting, but it's certainly going to be cold. And it is an AccuWeather alert day. We're timing out today's showers and when that rain is unclear.
And you're never more than 7 minutes away from weather traffic. It is an AccuWeather alert day. As the lead just said, Sandy, tell us all the details we have. Wind and rain, Ken. And hopefully the rain will be done by tree lighting. It will. But the tree will be rocking itself in some of this wind. So be careful out there. Rain arrives after our morning rush. We're going to have afternoon downpours that will be in the evening out east because this comes in west, leaves east, and we're looking at the strongest winds probably between 1 and 9 o'clock. So the wind advisory shuts down around 9, but the winds stay up and gusty all night long, overnight into the day tomorrow, so much that it drives a pretty brutal wind chill tomorrow. We'll be in the 40s tomorrow, but it'll feel like it's in the 20s. That's how strong the wind will be. 44 degrees outside right now. 39 in Staten Island. Staten Island has been running several degrees cooler than everyone else this morning. 48 toward Islip. Newark's already up to 40 degrees, so is the Jersey Shore. Watch the rain start to make its move in. That wind advisory is around stronger winds for north and east of the area, including the Jersey Shore, but we can all see winds in excess of about 40 miles per hour, and in some places more than 50. By about 10:30 in the morning, there's already some rain with embedded areas of heavy rain to watch. We'll talk more in just a minute. Here's Heather.
Yeah, and Sam, we're looking at the LIE going west right near 80th Street accident. Newscopter 7 is up above. Shannon Zone is up in Newscopter 7. Looks like more lanes are blocked off than earlier, Shannon.
Yeah, it somehow managed to get worse here. A pretty bad two-car crash with the fire department now on the scene. So it's basically the shoulder getting through as you head westbound on this service road. We did have an ambulance on the main line as well. That is just cleared out. But the damage basically done here. Look at this volume. Whether you're on the service road or the main line, it was back to the Grand Central. Another now is pushing back towards the Van Wyck.
Oh my gosh, okay. 95 as you go north and exit 42 tractor trailer fire. 82 minutes to go only 5 miles. And we also have alternate side of the street parking rules in effect, but it's a gridlock alert day. Sherman, again, over to you.
Yeah, as evidenced by all that. Thank you very much. Appreciate that report. It's now 6:32 and happening tonight, the unofficial kickoff of the holiday season here in New York City. The Rockefeller Center Christmas tree will be lit.
And while there will be plenty of holiday cheer, there will also be some Grinch energy in the air. The street closures are sure to cause some headaches.
Eyewitness News reporter Janice Hughes live in Midtown to break it all down. Janice, probably the best time to get here is right now where you are.
Yeah, I think so. Luckily, I'm going to be asleep when the tree's lighting, so I won't be anywhere near here because it's going to be kind of chaotic. And because of that, the road closures are happening ahead of the tree lighting. That's happening later today. And the streets around this area will be closed, either partially or fully, to make more room for pedestrians. Now, this includes West 49th and 50th between 5th and 6th Avenues. It'll be closed to cars every night from 11 a.m. Every day, from 11 a.m. to midnight. At least one lane of 6th Avenue will also be closed. And there is something new happening this Sunday. 5th Avenue will be closed between 48th through 57th to cars. So only pedestrians will be allowed between noon and 6 p.m. This will happen every Sunday in December. And when traffic is allowed back on the roads, there will be fewer lanes for cars.
I think it's harmful to close it because it's just going to create gridlock everywhere else.
I don't know, this city is like magic. There are too many cars and like open the street, it's beautiful, everyone can move.
I know some people are not happy about this, especially the people who drive every day in the city, but the city does say this is to make it safer for everyone who is out and about enjoying all of the holiday festivities. And they also say it attracts more business because more visitors want to come here when there is more room to walk around and things are safer. Live in Midtown, Janice Hughes, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
Janice, thank you for that. This morning, police say a man is in custody for causing quite the scare in a luxury hotel in Midtown. Police say a man spent Monday night in a Park Hyatt hotel room after finding a key card that apparently after a 14-hour stay, he left. And when a housekeeper went back to clean the room, she encountered a powdery substance that got her sick. She ended up at the hospital. A test of that substance ended up as a false positive for an explosive material.
The room was a vacant room at this time. The people who were in the family that were in there checked out at 10:30 on Sunday morning. At 8:20, it shows a swipe of the room when he entered the room. The family had 5 keys, and they believe one of them must have dropped, and he picked it up.
Yeah, interesting what you just said, that he knew exactly what room to use that key in. So he must have been...
They must have, or they had a little envelope that comes with it.
Perhaps, yes. The hotel is looking into why the room key card was not deactivated. The suspect has 16 prior arrests and is likely to be charged with trespassing.
That is frightening. All right, it is 6:36. There's a new and controversial plan to deal with the number of people with mental illness in New York City. Mayor Adams announcing the first New York first responders, I should say, will get new training to force people out of the subway or off the streets and into a hospital.
That is just so irresponsible. That we know that this person is about to probably go off the edge and harm someone, but we're going to wait until it happens. Not in this administration.
The way to help people move off the street is not through more police, and it's not through involuntary transport to a broken mental health system. It's through actually engaging with people from a social services and health and housing perspective and helping them connect to options that they want to accept.
The plan comes after a series of random and violent crimes that originally started under the de Blasio administration, but Adams says many responders were not clear about their legal authority, so they're clarifying the rules.
Happening today, Brooklyn native Hakeem Jeffries is looking to make history. Jeffries is expected to be elected as the leader of
of the House Democrats, making him the first black lawmaker to lead a party in either chamber of Congress. Eyewitness News reporter Derek Waller is live in Park Slope with the details. Good morning, Derek.
Good morning. Brooklyn's in the House and the Senate because for the first time, both the House and the Senate, the Democrats leading those chambers, will hail from Kings County. Now, that vote today for the House Minority Leader is set for this afternoon, and Congressman Hakeem Jeffries is running unopposed. The 52-year-old would make history as the first black minority leader of a party, I should say, a product of New York City public schools, and he's replacing Nancy Pelosi, who is 82 years old. On CNN, Jeffrey said he looks forward to working with Republicans, who just narrowly won control of the House in this year's midterms.
I've had a conversation with Leader McCarthy recently. I look forward to working whenever and wherever possible. However, Jake, with the entire House Republican Conference and the leadership team to find common ground to get things done for everyday Americans.
And Jeffries is expected to win the gavel despite some objections from members of his party on the left, though during his decade in the House, he's been doing a good job of getting these different factions of his party to work together. And in fact, he said last night that he plans to empower rank-and-file members of the Democratic Party. Reporting live here in Park Slope, I'm Derek Waller, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
Derek, thanks so much. A historic vote on Capitol Hill. The U.S. Senate voting yes on a bill meant to protect same-sex and interracial marriages. The legislation does not require states to legalize same-sex marriage, but it forces them to recognize legal unions from other states if the Supreme Court overturns federal protections. The bill passed by a vote of 61 to 36. Now the legislation goes to the House, where it is expected to pass. President Biden says he will sign it once it reaches his desk.
6:39, and you're never more than 7 minutes away from weather traffic. After weather alert, Dave Hughes. Yeah, I will never get over having someone discuss your marriage on the Senate floor. Never get over that. But let's talk about the timing of what's going on with this rain, because we've got to get you ready for that. Rain arrives after our morning rush. Now, watch for those downpours that are likely to happen from lunchtime into the early afternoon. It's going to be a light area of rain, but driven by strong wind with some embedded heavy areas of rain. So we've got a busy afternoon coming. It should be done with us, the rain, by the time we want to light the tree at Rock Center, but I think the wind is still with us there. Cloudy skies out there right now. The wind is south-southeast, and that's pumping up the moisture. We haven't got the rain in here yet, but it's in Pennsylvania right now, so let's show you where that is. We're in the 30s to 40s. The wind advisory will show some stronger wind in northern areas and eastern areas along the Jersey Shore, but we will all have wind gusts that could exceed about 40 miles per hour. There's the start of some of those light and scattered showers, but the rain really does start in the city probably right around 10:30 this morning. We're going to watch for areas just like that to be moving through all afternoon, where the pockets of heavy rain will be picked up by that wind and blowing sideways. We'll forecast in just a minute. Have a look.
Yeah, Sam, we just got really busy on the road. So we have the Cross Bronx Expressway west of the Bronx River Parkway. It really looks like you only have maybe 1-2 lanes open, and that is because of the stall that's being cleared away. And then as you head onto the LIE, getting into exit 33, which is right near Lakeville Road, Newscapture 7 is up over the Shannon Stone showing us pictures of this accident that is in the process of being cleared away. So big delays there. And let's not forget about this problem on the LIE, getting into 80th Street. It's on the Service Road. Almost a half an hour to drive 5 miles. Sorry, cleaning roads. Sorry. In fact, Ken, turning over to you. I can't get over that. Oh, no, it's a rough one. Thank you for that. Heather 640 right now. Police making an arrest after a man was beaten to death with a wooden board outside a gas station in Queens. The new information this morning.
Plus, some good news in the fight against Alzheimer's, when a new study is revealing about an experimental drug to slow down the advance of the disease.
And they are larger than life. That was bad for me. The song that just landed the boy band back on the Billboard chart next.
This Channel 7 Eyewitness News Break is brought to you by Infinity. Luxury should be lived in. Visit your local Infinity retailer today.
I'm being asked to describe the QX60 with one word. I was going to say fabulous, but fabulous just seems so cliche. But it is. But it's also practical. It's spacious. It's sporty. I can't describe it in one word. It's all the things. It's everything.
Experience the Infinity QX succeeding a local Infinity retailer.
The Cutters is the show to watch. It's as playful as ever with a first-rate comedy ensemble. You're not gonna touch me.
Hold your big baby, I'm not gonna touch you.
The Cutters, tonight on ABC and stream on Hulu. National Geographic's Beyond Cape Cod, the immersive experience, is now open in New York City, located at Pier 36 in Lower Manhattan. Marvel at soaring images of tomb objects and treasures in this breathtaking journey. Tickets at beyondcapecod.com.
Here, anything is possible, as long as you can imagine it. And that's what makes Orlando unbelievably real.
Hi everyone, I'm Michael Maliakow,
And I'm Shobha Narayan.
and we play Aladdin and Jasmine in Aladdin on Broadway. We're so excited to celebrate 30 years of Beauty and the Beast. So please be our guest and join us in honoring this amazing musical.
And don't forget to join us at Broadway's biggest party here at Aladdin.
Celebrate 30 years of Beauty and the Beast on December 15th on ABC7. Sponsored by Disney's Aladdin on Broadway.
Holidays bring us all together. So let's stay up to date with COVID-19 vaccines and boosters. And mask up if it's crowded indoors. Happy, healthy holidays. Discoveries in St. Jude helped this kid beat cancer at age 2.
And now this kid has 3 kids.
And that's what we do at St. Jude.
Give thanks for the healthy kids in your life and give a gift that could last a lifetime.
Legal Work, Sam Champion, Brittany Glenn, Just Instant Anti-Expert.
Nothing beats accurate. Nothing beats accurate.
I'm Witness News and AccuWeather, only on Channel 7.
New information and a vicious killing in Corona, Queens. Police arrested 20-year-old Michael Santander for beating a young father to death using a wooden board. It happened overnight, November 13th. 2 groups of people got into a fight outside a gas station on Junction Boulevard. During that fight, police say Santander repeatedly hit Espen Vasquez with a board. Police charged Santander with murder, and they're still searching for the people involved in the fight.
Encouraging news about an experimental drug used to slow the progression of Alzheimer's disease. A phase 3 trial from lecanemab showed it reduced symptoms by 27%. Patients with early signs of Alzheimer's showed less cognitive and functional decline after taking the drug compared with the placebo group. The results were published in the New England Journal of Medicine. The drug's makers plan to apply for FDA approval by March. It has been 23 years since the Backstreet Boys topped Billboard's Adult Contemporary chart, but this year they quit playing games with our hearts and are ready to rock your body. You recognize the Backstreet's back with their cover of Wham's Last Christmas. It's their first chart-topping song since I Want It That Way in 1999. And speaking of someone who is larger than life, we don't forget. Back in April, we told you the Backstreet Boys were celebrating 29 years as a boy band. Remember that? And then, do you remember this? Sam Champion was sure to show you his skills.
The most important part of that story, Charlene, that I want to say is, Backstreet's back.
I knew you had it.
Yeah, that's all I wanted to say.
That was for you, Robert Brown. Good Morning America is coming up, and you always watch the show before me. And I know you remember that, don't you?
Oh, vividly. And all led to Dancing with the Stars. All right, here we go. Coming up here on GMA, we're going to track the severe weather outbreak overnight, including the damage after more than 24 twisters reported in at least 3 states. Ginger is tracking with a storm that's heading next in the Northeast. That's our man Sam has been talking about this morning. Also this morning, the stunning new details on the Delphi murders case. The court documents revealing what led police to make an arrest more than 5 years later. Dan Abrams and Brad Garrett break it down for us. Urgent alert from the FBI about an alarming rise in scams by people posing as tech support, costing older Americans $250 million last year. Why you should watch out for pop-up windows on your computer. Tori Johnson, she's our Greetings, Santa. She's here day one of our Deals and Steals holiday extravaganza. And Sam, after Team USA's big World Cup win, the team captain is going to join us live from Doha. I know Heather is very excited about that. She is on her Rutgers days. All about the manager of the men's team.
Yes, I was. And see, we won.
See, I do watch. I watch and listen. Yeah, I'm so shocked. And I was shocked that she was the manager of the team. I didn't even know that either. You didn't even know that existed. You know? You didn't even know it existed. It's a black and white ball, right? It's got the like diamond shaped things on it, and people move it with their feet. Once again, Sam, I say to you, run along. Backstreet back. All right. Okay, Robin, we'll see you in a minute. As we always do, GMA in Times Square. That's part of my day. That's part of my day. Me too. Thank you, my friend. I love it. Every day. Here's what's going on. We got to time this rain and wind in because we're going to have a rough midday, afternoon, into the evening hours. And I need you to kind of be ready for it because you're the one getting everybody ready for their day. 44 degrees in Central Park right now. 48 towards Smithtown. 40 towards Newark right now. We're going to jump this right to 2 o'clock. This is in the middle of some of our toughest winds. And this is going to be anywhere from 46, 48 miles per hour to a 51 mile per hour wind gust forecast for parts of Long Island, coastal New Jersey, even parts of the Hudson Valley. So a little bit rough with the winds. I think that's our toughest part of the whole thing. The rain could come in right around a half inch or a little bit more or less, depending on how many heavy rain cycles you get. And I'll show you that. The ring of the wind is probably toughest in northern areas and eastern areas. Already we're seeing some showers move into central Pennsylvania, but the big rains and all the warnings and watches are down to the south right now into the southeast. And GMA, they're going to tell you all the damage from those storms that move through there. But as we watch the rain work in our direction, what we will get is a strong gusty wind and sideways blowing rain. The rain may not be heavy the entire time. It's going to be fairly light as it starts. But look at this. There's these little areas of yellow and orange showing up on the Futurecast radar, which means there's some embedded heavy rain that will move through the area. That will cause in poor drainage areas some standing water on road surfaces, and of course it's an umbrella buster, this kind of rain, because you've got it up, the wind catches it, goes inside out, you get soaking wet. Not painting a nice picture, but that's the afternoon. 10:30 in the morning, here's some of the rain pushing in through Pennsylvania all the way into New Jersey. That now moves east into Connecticut, also eastern end of Long Island by about 1 o'clock. Watch that, there's a little break, and then more comes in here by about 2, 3 o'clock. We're pushing that heaviest rain out toward the east, and then, look at this, dry by about 8 o'clock. Dry, but still windy, and that's the problem because of tree light. Now, look at this. It could be about a half inch of rain when all is said and done. Some areas will get a little bit more out of this when those areas of heavy rain continue to move across some same communities. But not all of us will get a half inch of rain. Time it at about 10, 10:30 in. Time it out in the city at about 4. The eastern end of Long Island is 7, 8 before it's done. Heavy rain, strong winds, 57 degrees. If you can just kind of avoid travel midday and not walk around, let the heaviest rain pass, it's the best idea. Drying out, still windy, cool and late, 34 degrees.
Not even trying to celebrate these damn holidays. How about that?
Look at the 7-day plan.
The weather's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, we have a bunch of traffic on the LIE, and one is west at Lakeville Road, another one's Clearview, another one by 80th Street. So Shannon's Zone is up above the new Copter 7. What a busy morning, Shannon.
Yeah, Heather, this is that one by Lakeview Road. You can see these delays here with that one lane blocked off. The delays are going back towards Town Road, but bear with me for a second here. You see the hook that clears up a little bit, gets really heavy again as you get into that second crash you mentioned right now. We've got one in the other direction, so the track has accidents here. We're on the eastbound side headed by the Clearview. This is what's slowing you down here. That's the lane crash.
Thank you for that, Shannon. 40 minutes for your first
These people are just dying. These people are just dying.
Then it will take you
all of a sudden
to get yourself into the area.
Listen, I'm not playing no games.
Street cleaning rules are in effect. It's a popular day. Shirley and Kat, over to you.
All right, Heather. Shannon, 651. Any DNA test kit for gravity Holocaust survivors by
I love my people.
Meet the first woman to hold the position of deputy fire chief in
Hello,
not just
I love
Jersey
my
City, but the
people.
state of New Jersey.
Grand Rising.
Buxton, let the trusted professionals at AJ Perry
Be
get
on
you
your
a one
feet
call
and
drain
cute.
problems. Call today
Don't
and
go out
pay
there and
$119 for a
celebrate
drain for an
holidays.
expert drain
Like
clearing
all
service.
those
AJ Perry
people
will clear your
celebrating
closet
Halloween,
guaranteed. I love
and
those guys.
all those
Visit
people got
AJPerry.com.
killed celebrating Halloween. You don't want to be a part of that trans heat. You don't want to be like that trans heat. You know, that wasn't the narrow road. It was a narrow street, but that wasn't the narrow road that we need to be on. That led to the road to destruction. Didn't that just happen? It just led them to the road of destruction. They got on that bridge. All those people, don't follow those people. But if that's the Most High's will, that's the Most High's way. Oh well. I mean, you know, it's like a catch-22. You know, like you don't want nobody to fall off the cliff. But if that was the Most High's will, they had to fall off that cliff. You know what I'm saying? Amen. Amen. Amen.
No worries.
So yeah, this is me in the morning. So I'm just watching some news. But yeah, I just watch the news.
Try to use it. And our detox.
This is regular TV. That's good.
They can function on their own, Vicky.
Don't want to hear from Fox. Don't want to hear from them. I just wanted the news. I got the news.
And support for an up-and-coming smart home standard called MAP.
Don't want to hear from CBA. Don't want to hear from PIC. Maybe Court TV. Let me see what's going on in Court TV.
And also indicated that police confiscated worth of once more when vehicle got killed. Coming up, flood evidence seals Curtis Pope's fate.
All right. Okay, so we're going to turn from that. We don't want that show early in the morning. And we're not children, so we don't have to watch no children's shows. We're no children. Let me see. Ion. Who wants Ion? Hold on. One moment, though. Here you go, Ion. That's why I love you.
You know, you were right about a lot of things here, Frank, but there was something that you got wrong. I'm out here to investigate Sebastian's shooting to cover my own ass. I didn't take up yours. Someone in D.C. has it out for you. So powerful. This whole thing could go the other way. I'm guessing you don't know.
Me like.
All the hit your career with the great things.
Yeah, looking for me like.
You back me off the Dawson case. But it helped me. Trying to. Didn't make it easy.
So, Sheila, if you can do your hair like this, you'll be fine, okay? Do your hair like this, and you'll be fine.
Next time you cross the line,
So I'm going to do this. They say this is Miss Lady Lifestyle, and this is what I do. I put my hair like this, and I brush it, and I oil it, and I'm going to put it together, and this is how I set it.
you don't get a lot more.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Watch your back.
Enjoy Grand Rising, go to work, do what you have to do. You know, you can retire after 25 years, so enjoy your retirement and retire. So definitely enjoy the peace.
May I sit with you? People tell me Sebastian was clear that they belonged to me. Until you look me eye and say, you were right. I was the one to tell you I wasn't wrong. I did what I thought was best, no matter I held law enforcement accountable, and I'll do it again. You have always been stubborn. So I need someone like challenge me, give me perspective. And I've always been contrary. More than that, I want you to believe in me the same way you believe in Smash. What are you asking me that? It might be okay. You're doing so much good for the city. I'm very flattered. That's not a yes. Okay, yes. I'm not going to pull any punches. If I think you're wrong, I'll tell you to your face, okay? And if you go after my family again, I'll understand. No, I won't make you choose between us. Thank you, man.
Surprise that first round on me.
Smash just got the second round since we're doing his name. Where's the back?
Surprise that, I think they're not here yet.
I don't think you're gonna have to give Smash this little one time.
Alright, so the hair is on point. The hair is on point. My hair is on fleek. Check, check, check. Check 1, check 2. Check 1, check 2. My hair is on point. Check 1. And that's what you gotta do, Sheila. That's what you gotta do.
Honestly, I'm so grateful.
You do that to your hair. If you let mom watch, then you just say, this is how you just do your hair. And roll it up and set it and forget it. Remember that? Set it and forget it? Yes, set it and forget it.
You took a life.
God forbid.
Sure, I'm with you. Jack later. Good time. Can you carry that weight, Sebastian?
I gotta call them and ask them. My antenna is messed up. Hold on, listen to the fire. The fire crackling.
Bang, bang.
All the way over there.
Anybody out in comments?
See the people.
Okay. We're gonna leave that alone. Hello, hello, and I'll call for that to get fixed. Wait for the second out. But now I can turn back on and come on. Hello, hello, hello. You hear me? You know, you know, you know, you know. Hello, hello, hello. You can still hear me? I know, I know, I know, I know. Okay now. Right now. Alright, so this is what we do. By 9 o'clock. Or I don't know what time they open. And about, I don't know. Call them. And tell them, come in here and fix my daggone thing, please. Fix my thing, please. Okay, so hold on. We're gonna go to YouTube just to see if anybody has any knowledge for us today. Is there any knowledge? They said you learn something every day. I woke up today, so I guess I'm gonna learn something new today, right? Because it says you learn something new every day. So I woke up. It's a new day. Let's get to learning. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Brothers, family, what we gonna do when we get in the wilderness? Just look at each other and be happy? No, you gotta be doing something instead of just staring at each other in the wilderness and be like, oh, we made it out of Babylon, we made it out of Babylon. Okay, now what we gonna do? The next day, and the next day, and the next day. So we gotta watch TV, we gotta work out, okay, we gotta keep learning. We don't know everything, so I guess we're gonna be there for forever. But the only Most High knows everything. Okay, so now we got a lot to learn. So Jay addresses the Balenciaga campaign scandal yesterday. He addressed that yesterday.
Just a little dark because of where I am, but let me try to find some light. Can y'all see me better here? I think you can see me better here. Yeah.
Hallelujah, hallelujah. Let's see what this girl has to say.
Okay, so I'll wait for a couple more people to get in. I know it's been a while since I posted a video. This needs to be said. This needs to be said because whether I'm on vacation or whatnot, you know, one thing that I'm not going to do is ignore God. And so one of the things that, hey guys, just one of the things that, you know, I wanted to come on here and share with you. God is working it out for you. Hear me out. Why I say that. For some of you, God is trying to get you to release certain things and certain people. Hear me out why I say God works in mysterious ways. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. But let me tell you something. I ain't everybody's cup of tea because your girl gonna keep it real with you. And you know another reason? I'm actually living and going through some of these things. This is why I tell you that you can never put your finger on who God uses. I would never come on here and tell you that I'm perfect. I would never come on here and tell you that I do everything right. But what I will come on here and tell you is I'm obedient to God.
Hallelujah.
Okay? And even through my wrongdoing and things that I do that's not always right, if I know I have to come on here and say something to y'all to save somebody, I'm gonna come on here and say it to y'all. God is working it out for you, baby. God is working it out for you. He needs you to release certain people before he can take you where it is that he needs you to be. There are some of you who haven't really understood or grasped what it is that he's trying to do, right? Because a lot of the times, and I want y'all to go listen to Tamala Mann's song, Help Me. What she's saying there, you know, I used to want to understand your plan, right? She says that in one of her songs. She says, I used to want to understand your plan, but now all I want to see is your hand, right? And so a lot of that, sometimes what that means is, you know, we want to understand God's plans for us, right? We want him to lay it out for us. We want to know A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And sometimes all God wants you to do is go with the flow and do what he say do, right? You're not going to always see the bigger picture, but you need to understand that he's working it out for you. You may not even understand why he doesn't allow you to have peace with certain people that you are trying to keep in your life, because he's working something out for you. He doesn't want certain people to be able to fester off of you, leech off of you. And there are certain people that are in your life right now, certain people that you have not let go. That at the end of the day, you need to release these people. There are certain people who, at the end of the day, had to see how he's blessed you and how he's raised you up. And one thing that I'm about to tell you, if y'all never hear from me again, right? Because I'm going to take a little break because I'm on my birthday. But I had to come on here and give y'all this word. Everybody can't accept the success that God has brought your way. I'm going to say it again. You may think that you can bring these people along with you. You may think that you can keep these people in your life. You may even think that some of these people got real love for you. But everybody can't handle the success. I know y'all telling me happy birthday and I appreciate y'all, but this is a real word. This is stuff that I'm living. This is stuff that y'all living and that y'all going through. You understand what I'm saying? Like, everybody is not going to accept your success. Everybody's not going to accept the fact that they seen your transition. They seen you be low. They seen you be broke. They seen things, you know, not work out for you. So now God, it's almost as if people are having a hard time with accepting the fact that at once upon a time things wasn't working out for you. And then when God started coming through for you, it's almost as if he was like, now sit back and let me take you into a new season in your life where everything works out for you. You understand what I'm saying? That's what God is doing for you. He is taking you into a season where everything works out for you. In 2023, everything that you work, everything that you've ever worked so hard for, everything that you ever prayed for, watch him bring it to you. But for the rest or for the remainder of 2022, he has to start clearing things out for you. He has to start clearing people out of your path. And he's telling you, you may not understand the bigger picture. You may not understand, but I'm working it out for you. You may not like it, but I'm working it out for you. You may hate me now, but you're going to realize later down the line that I was working it out for you.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
I'm saying something.
Hallelujah.
You may resent me now, but you're going to realize I was working it out for you.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Don't resent you,
Ooh, I got it.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Oh, wait, y'all.
The American Cancer Society's Hope Lodge communities offer a free home away from home, closer to cancer care. People are meant to be together. Don't keep it that way.
All right, girl. All right, well, hold on. I'm going to too late. We got to fix this one.
I had something flying around in my nose. See, there's a lot of you, like I said, like, you may not understand it. You may not understand it. Y'all, you may not understand it. But I'm feeling like that's what he wants you to know, is that he's working it out for you. You will never be able to put your finger on why certain people, they just can't go where he's about to take you. And some of y'all, the reason why I had to come on here is because some of y'all been trying to force it to work. You've been trying to force the situation to work. You've been trying to keep these people in your life while God is trying to get them out of your life. And it's like he's looking at you and he's like, don't you want what I have for you? Don't you want the new partner that I have for you? Don't you want the new career that I'm setting up for you? Don't you want the new house that you prayed to me for? Don't you want new friends that are going to value you, that are going to be loyal to you, that are going to respect you, that are going to respect boundaries, that's going to respect the code? Don't you want your spiritual family? Huh? Don't you want me to usher you into your spiritual family? Don't you want the things that you cried out to me for? Well, I can't give them to you if you're going to continue to keep the wrong people in your life. Because, see, these wrong people are going to live up off of your blessings. They're going to profit from your blessings. The blessings that I'm trying to bring to you that are only meant to be for you. I'm going to tell y'all something, man. And y'all may not understand it, but for a lot of y'all, you may understand it. The reason why people will never be able to accept your success is because they celebrated your losses too soon. I'm going to say it again. The reason why people can't accept or respect your success or be happy for you is because they celebrated your losses too soon. They celebrated when you was down. They celebrated and they laughed when they thought you wasn't going to be able to bounce back up, and they saw a complete miracle before their eyes. And so they faking like they like you, but they deep down inside, it's like they know who you are. This is something that you ain't got to prove to a person. You ain't got to prove how loyal you are. You got to prove how good you are. You just need to release and let people go and understand that God is telling you that he's working it out for you.
Thank you. Thank you.
These people know who you are. It was never a question about who you are. It was never a question about what you can do for them. It was never a question. What was put in the question is, why are you trying to prove something to people who are not meant to be in your life? Where the question comes into play is, why are you trying to keep them in your life when all they do is bring you pain and misery? Why do you feel that you have to bless someone who has cursed you? Why do you feel that you have to speak life into someone who tried to drain the very life out of you? Why do you feel that you have to sit up here and keep the peace with people who is disturbing your peace? All you have to do is release it and let it go and understand that God is working something out for you. Understand that he has bigger and better in store for you. Understand that everything is going to work out in your favor going into 2023. As soon as you start to release these people, as soon as you start to operate in your power, as soon as you start to understand that I can really do this. I don't need to keep this friend around me. I need to keep this relationship. I don't need to keep trying to sacrifice myself for people who do not care if I'm in their life or I'm out of their life.
Right.
They do not care if I'm alive or if I'm dead.
Right.
They don't care if I'm with them or I'm against them.
Right.
But they're against me.
Right.
And as God starts to open up your eyes to realize these things, it's for you to take heed to it. I was just like, should I even post this video, or, you know what I'm saying? Because I had my little thing, like, this is good stuff that, like I say, I'm over it. You know what I'm saying? Because for me, it's like, real recognize real, you know? I don't have to sit up here and be like, oh, I'm not going to post the video because I had a little issue. Y'all saw the issue, wiped it, it's gone. So whoever want to listen to this and be like, oh, she had something in her nose, she got to wipe it. Okay, whatever. This is a word that at the end of the day, I have to put out because I'm going to start listening to God. I'm going to be honest with y'all and I'm going to level set with y'all. There are certain things that at the end of the day, I have to realize as well, you know? And as God is working with me, I'm going to continue to put myself out there so that I can help someone else. Because nobody is perfect. You know, as we grow up, we're supposed to mature. We're supposed to change. We're not supposed to remain the same. Likewise, if other people, you realizing that other people they don't mesh well with you, it's because you've outgrown them. You keep trying to keep people around you that you've outgrown.
Yeah.
You keep trying to keep these people around you to manipulate you to make you feel like you're the issue and you're the problem. The problem is keeping these people in your life.
I give me a break. Give me a break, because I know I can do this.
Y'all know that I love you, and like I said, this is a word for somebody. Some of y'all been afraid to release certain things because you don't know what's gonna come next, and you don't know what consequence will come after that, because some of y'all feel like you didn't listen, you didn't heed to the warnings, you didn't see the red flags, and a lot of y'all is feeling like it's your fault, or you have to stay in it, or some of y'all is scared. I don't know who I'm talking to, but like I said, some of y'all just, you don't know the way, and that's why I tell y'all to listen to that song. It's called Tamala Mann's song. It's called Help Me, and she says in that song, right, I used to want to understand your plans. You understand what I'm saying? Some of y'all, you may not understand God's plans for you. It's not for him to reveal it to you. It's just for you to understand that he has something bigger and better for you, that he's working it out for you. And all you need to do is wake up and realize that, baby, you deserve better. All you need to do is wake up and realize, man, let me go ahead and get on this train to my blessings, and get on this train to my abundance, and get on this train to my prosperity, and get on this train to my peace and my happiness.
That's why I gotta go North
and release it.
That's why I want to come see y'all.
Because God is saying he's working it out for you.
I want to come see y'all.
And what he has in store for you, listen, when you get it,
I'm trying to find Casio's going to cash back.
What are you looking for? Milking?
Yes!
I'll find.
Oh, I shall never forget this.
Get 5% cash back rewards. Visit creditOneBank.com. Own every mile at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Hurry in to get our best deals of the season. Get it?
When you get it, it ain't for everybody to know about.
Okay.
When you get it,
okay,
it ain't for you to bring the wrong people around you.
Okay.
To profit off of it.
Okay.
Those blessings and whatever God is bringing your way, whatever it is that he's working out for you, baby, it's for you. Do you understand me?
Yes.
Whatever he's working out for you, it's for you. Now, I know I had on my little, like I said, I'm learning to step up out of that and just go with the flow. I was like, man, I can't come on here like this. Nope. I'm on vacation. It is my birthday, but I still got to do the Lord's work. So, for those of you, like I said, that this message applies to you, just know that God is working it out for you. Okay?
Your head's on. Her head's on.
I'm not going to delete this video. I'm going to upload it. And like I say, whoever is meant to reach is going to reach. I don't care about what I have on. I don't care about my little problem I had with my nose. I fixed it. I realized it. I was like, hold on, let me turn the video and get it right and get it tight. Okay?
She's so pretty. Isn't she so pretty?
It's my birthday. My birthday coming up on Friday, man.
Happy birthday.
I've been getting so many. I'm like, oh, when I get back home, I'm going to do it. When I get back home, I'm going to do it. When I get back home, I'm going to do it. No, I'm not procrastinating. I'm not doing that no more. When I get it, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to tell y'all. Somebody has been keeping y'all up at night. Y'all afraid to release. I don't know if it's several things. But once you release it and you let it go, and whatever comes after that, just understand that God is trying to tell you he's working it out for you. And it's a lesson learned for you. However it ends and however it goes and whatever it is that he's doing for you, whatever plans he has for you, just know he's working it out for you. Just know that you're going to be good. Just know that you're going to be safe. And all you have to do to make things easier on yourself is release and let go of things that no longer serve y'all. And y'all know what don't serve you, because you keep trying to overexert yourself in a situation to keep the peace. If you got to do all of that, it ain't for you. God would never, listen, one thing I've realized, if that union and God don't bless that union and that union is not meant for you, God is not going to touch that connection to be blessed. He's not going to touch it to be peaceful. He's not going to touch it to be joyous. Do you know why? Because he doesn't want that connection. That's not what he has for you. That's not the person that he set you up to be with. And he's trying to get you to realize that. So you will never have peace in the connection and the union that at the end of the day, God does not touch and bless. Because if he's not touching it and blessing it, that means that that's not something or somebody he wants you to be with.
That's fair enough. That's fair
so
enough.
What you have to realize is not God.
That's right.
He's trying to work it out for you.
Hallelujah.
He's trying to get you to bigger and better things in your life. It's you that have to stop procrastinating and keeping yourself stuck.
Hallelujah. I can accept that.
I don't know who I'm talking to.
You're talking to me.
But he will never bless it and he will never touch it to be peaceful until you let it go. Because that's not who he wants you to be with. If it was meant to be, it will be. You won't have to overexert yourself. You won't have to work so hard. You won't have to be the bigger. Listen, I'ma just do this. I'ma just do this. No, that's not who he has for you.
No.
Even on the job. If the job is draining you, one thing that I've realized as well, when God wants you to step out and take a leap of faith, and he's like, listen, there's money for you over here if you just do this and start this business. But you stuck in this job, you don't even realize that job is draining the energy that God needs you to be, that needs to be placed until you start your business. You putting in there trying to run somebody else's business. And you keep there trying to figure out, well, God, I want financial abundance. I want financial freedom. Well, I told you to leave that job and go ahead and start your business. Oh, but God, listen, this is state income. You know it's going to take time. I got to put more money into the business before the business start making me back money. But listen, when it start paying off for you, you'll be making so much money that you don't make what you made in a year. You're going to be making that a month. What you made in a year, you're going to be making that a month.
Amen.
If you do what he tells you to do.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
You're like, God, well, I want this marriage and I want this thing. Well, I told you that this ain't the person who's going to give it to you. But you keep trying to overthrow yourself and keep trying to love this person and be on this person. Well, if you just let go of this person and you get this one right over here, that person will give you the marriage. That person will give you the loyalty. That person will give you the respect.
I know it. I know
He's trying to do it and work it out for you.
Okay.
Y'all got to wake up and realize it. Stop trying to figure out his plan. Stop trying to know his every move.
Okay.
And when he tell you to do something, just do it.
Okay. No problem.
That's all you got to do.
Okay.
And understand that he is working it out for you.
Thank you.
Y'all already know, man, how your sister gonna bring it.
Yeah.
So, and y'all know that it's real, and you know, and I know that somebody.
Oh man, let me hear her voice. I gotta fix these people. These people gotta come and fix it. Alright, so anyway, I gotta get that sound fixed. But you can listen to the firecracker. My fireplace. Oh gee, I gotta call them and see if they can come over and fix my antenna. Alright, I just gotta go back to her. Okay, we're gonna just take a mini break and get these phone calls in. Alright, this is your host of Great Lifestyle. I gotta call these people. Let me stop this.